All right, I think we're up. We up right now? All right, this is my first live stream on this channel. I'm going to be reacting to the new One Piece chapter 1120. So let's get into it, right? I'm Kash, by the way. Welcome to Kash Piece. Um, let's go. Chapter 1120. Titled Atlas. Okay, we got the cover story with Yamato, and I guess you got Denjiro, and you got a bunch of kids in some kind of net or something. Only Child Yamato and the Holy Inari Shrine Pilgrimage, Volume 10. Kids getting put in timeout by Daimyo of Kibi, Denjiro. So it's clear that she's just kind of making her way around the island and whatnot, which she did say that she wanted to do, similar to Odin. And I'm still wondering if eventually she's gonna join the Straw Hats or whatever. But it seems like her story is gonna continue with her story is gonna continue with the people of Wano for the time being. And when Momo comes back into the main plot of the story, I'm sure she will as well. But let's get into it. All right, we're starting off with a flashback. 26 years ago on Punk Hazard, a genius in his prime. So we about to see a prime Vegapunk real quick. I implore you, Vegapunk, please aid us in our research. It is imperative that we study the Void Century. The world's history can't remain shrouded in darkness. All right, so I'm curious who this is that's saying this to him. Let's see. Our research requires expertise in numerous fields. I work for the government now. I can't afford to leak my findings. This is what Vegapunk is saying to whoever this is. Oh, it's Clover. That's interesting. And there's like a dragon here. Okay. This must be maybe it's a small version of the big dragon that Zoro cuts in half later on. We'll see. Or this is one of the first versions maybe. How many times have they caught how many times have they caught you anyway? Open your eyes. Can't you see why they keep letting you go free? This is Vegapunk saying this to Professor Clover. They're hoping to flush out your allies. Stand down. Let the past remain shrouded. You won't find the answer to good and evil in a bunch of old stories. So basically, Vegapunk's trying to implore him, since he works for the government now, he sees how they be getting down, that if Clover stays on the path that he's on, it's going to lead to his eventual destruction, which we know that that is exactly what happens. I once knew someone who carried a D in their name. He was killed right in front of me. This is Clover saying this. We grew up together. He was my big brother. Vegapunk is shocked by this. Okay. Oh shit. My real name is I don't know how to say this. Clyome D Clover. So Professor Clover has the will of D, which is not that crazy or surprising. I might have to go back to that chapter where he gets and see if he's smiling right before he dies, because I don't remember. Okay, he's reminiscing about the friend that passed. We were only friends, okay? On that day, I lied to save myself. Tell me, how am I meant to accept a world where you can die just for having the wrong name? Ooh, so we getting some good motivation here for Professor Clover. And the reason why he was going so hard studying the Void Century, studying the poneglyphs, and wanting to know the truth of not only the Void Century, but of his own people, clearly, in the decline. History will only continue to be suppressed, and the people will never know. And we got Vegapunk like dot dot dot, because obviously he's thinking about this as well. He says, I'll forget about what you just told me, but I'm afraid I can't help you. Do your best to stay safe. Vegapunk. So Vegapunk is like, well, I got my own stuff to worry about, clearly. The voices of the past call out to you. Just wait. I'll solve this puzzle, and when I do, you won't be able to ignore them. And she, if this ain't foreshadowing. Okay, so now that was, one second. That was, I should just froze. One second. That 26 years ago. Yeah, that was 26 years ago. Now, 22 years ago, did you hear the news from the West Blue? O'Hara came face to face with a Buster Call. Okay, so this is the eventual fate of Professor Clover now. Um, take a look. Take a look. It's the biggest massacre ever. They finally got that archaeologist Clover. Okay, there we go. Why do you? Okay, wait 1 second. My bad, y'all. My bad, y'all. I should have just jumped forward. Okay, 22 years ago. Did you hear the news from the West Blue? O'Hara came face to face with a buster call. Take a look. It's the biggest massacre ever. They finally got that archaeologist Clover, and it's freaking Caesar Clown laughing about this. That's what happens when you look into the Void Century. No one's gonna make that mistake again. And we got Vegapunk. He's got the dot 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 going on. Another panel of him going dot dot dot, and he's thinking about the words that Professor Clover said to him about him saying that he implored him to take the Void Century seriously and how important his research was. Now we got a picture of Vegapunk looking at Nico Robin, a kid Nico Robin at this time's first bounty poster for 79 million berries. Oh, it looks like some brat survived. You must have had a chance to escape, Clover. So now we're looking at the flashback part where Vegapunk visits O'Hara after in the aftermath, and he brings the flowers. We saw earlier in the Egghead Island arc that he meets with Dragon at this time. You chose death. Was passing on your research that important? You fools. Did you really expect someone to be curious enough to follow in your footsteps after this? Someone once told me that. Oh, okay, so now we're cutting somewhere else. This is okay, we're at Egghead. I don't know if this is recent current time or whatever, but I don't have the flashback stuff going on. Is this the broadcast? Yes. Okay, so we're back to present day on Egghead. This is the broadcast that's going on right now. And 1 second. This is the broadcast that's going on currently that everyone around the One Piece world is looking at and seeing what's going on. Okay, so continuing on real quick. Someone once told me that the voices of the past call out to you. History is written by the victors, and the words of the vanquished are usually cast into a deep, dark ocean. That being said, their truth can still come to light if the oppressed carry it on their backs and endure. And we got my guy Zeph over in the East Blue, probably on the Baratier watching this, and he's just kind of got his arms folded, looking like, damn, what the heck going on? I'm not sure what this is in the middle right here. If you know what this middle panel is, if you're following along, you can let me know in the chat. And then we got Nico Robin just looking like she's grieving the fact that any of this is going on, and she's reminiscing about her people, the archaeologists and whatnot. Hey, what are you doing? And then Vegapunk is still going. For my part, I'm leaving this world. No, for my part, I'm leaving this to the world. I'm curious what that next one's gonna say. But hey, what are you doing? Hurry and blast off. This is Zoro saying this. It's no good. We can't. What's her name? Lilith said. That old centaur is gonna keep attacking. We're finished if he does. This ship can only fly for a kilometer. If the geezer disrupts our trajectory even a little, we won't make it. The geezer being Venus Juro. What else we got here? The wind's blowing north, and that's reducing our lift. Any further jolts will make us fall short of our projected landing zone. According to my calculations, if we miss the ocean, our damages will be critical. We have to get rid of him first. What? And okay, Atlas just punched the hell out of out of Lilith? What the hell's going on? Yeah. Oh my god. Zoro, huh? Usopp and Chopper, like, huh? Like, what the fuck, Atlas? But anyway, why did you do that to Lilith? Huff, huff. Also, the chapter is called Atlas, so I guess that was one of the moments we was looking for. Huff, huff, snap. What is she doing? I'll leave her in your hands. Take off, and I'll make sure you make it in one piece. Ah, they said it. You get it? One piece. But no, being serious, that's crazy that Atlas is gonna be doing like a sacrifice here. I actually did a poll a couple months ago. Go back to the community post and see, where I was wondering how many of the Vegapunks were actually going to make it out of this arc and onto the island. I believe that most people were saying just a couple of them, and I think are we just down to Lilith now? Pythagoras is gone. Edison is gone. Atlas is sacrificing herself right now. Um, Stella presumably is gone, but Sanji was carrying his body. Um, my man with the Daft Punk helmet, he got domed. And I feel like I'm forgetting somebody, but seems like Lilith is the last one left right now. And Atlas is doing her grand finale here, allowing her to be able to leave. Which is also kind of interesting because Lilith is the first Vegapunk that we see. Oh, we still got York also. But I don't think that York is going to be with the Straw Hats at the end of this. I think she's going to leave with the world government. All right, continuing on. What are you talking about? This is Usopp saying this. Lilith's access has been severed. Atlas is the only one left. This York said that, so I'm wondering what she means by access per se, but I'm sure we'll see in a second. Lilith is knocked the fuck out. And let's see what else we got here. Take Lilith inside, Zoro. This is Nami saying that. Got it. Atlas, you've got to explain. And she going straight for Venus Zero. She not playing, bro. Let's go. Jinbei is ready to take off and get out of there because they're not trying to have Atlas's sacrifice go to waste. Obviously, we'd regret it if we hesitated now. That's why our Jinbei is a real one. But anyway, do it, Brooke. This is what Zoro's saying. Brooke says right away, Zoro-san. And Atlas is going hard. Then we see Cool, Day. Yikes, yo. And so Venus Zero basically just sliced her arm right off, and she ain't really do too much, but she's going head first into him. She putting the boosters on, putting them jets on, and she flying into him just to like, impede him out of the way so that they can burst out of there. Kude burst, obviously. And so the Sunny is flying off the ship right now. Where's Luffy? This broadcast of mine, continuing with Vegapunk's broadcast, obviously. I'm praying that this message gets transmitted safely, which for the most part it seems like yes. Whoa, Vice Admiral Hound. Sir, what is this? There's a snake, a boar, a bird, and now a robot? Where did these giant creatures come from? I honestly don't have the faintest idea. It's the huge Robo. This is Luffy finally seeing this giant ass robot, Iron Giant. And the giants are like, an Iron Giant? What the hell? Joy Boy. I'm happy we got to meet again. Oh, and this is the voice of all things. Luffy's like, what the heck? Who am I hearing? What am I hearing? Over here, you. And the robot's like waving to him. Iron Giant, robot, whatever. I realized it would be foolish to blindly trust in a one-sided account of a 900-year-old battle. And then the robot telepathically, I guess, voice of all things is saying, I came like before. Your enemy is my enemy. I am glad I can fight for you again, Joy Boy. You can talk? That's so cool. Luffy's just like being Luffy. I will protect you from danger, Joy Boy. And so the giant, Iron Giant, is standing up to I forget what his name is, but the Jupiter, who's the big ass dune sandworm, and Top Man, Porkery, aka Pumbaa from the Lion King over here. We must what? He said we must pound them to dust. It seems Vegapunk's speech is all but over. Let's go. Let's go. Hey, Straw Hat, is he a friend? They're talking. The Giants are saying this to Luffy about the Iron Giant. I'm assuming. Luffy says, "Not really. He was saying something about protecting some guy called Joy Boy. Who even is that?" Luffy is hilarious. Yeah, I can't. Context clues, Luffy. It talked. We didn't hear a thing. Whoa, really? Which Luffy, you should know that you kind of have this power, voice of all things thing by this point. I mean, we already had the account with Zoe. He kind of heard the Sea Kings when they were underwater also. I don't remember if there was another time, but just those two moments. You'd think that Luffy would start putting two and two together at this point. Enough chit chat. Shoot, we can't let them get away. This is some government people. But I think we should be able to. Okay, this is Vegapunk's broadcast continuing. But I think we should be able to scrutinize and learn about the past from every perspective possible. I only would from every perspective possible. I only wish I had more time. And now Jupiter, the giant sandworm, is about to attack the Iron Giant. But there are two no, but there are those who cannot be stopped. It's ready to fire. What's gonna come out? And Frankie and Sanji are just like super mesmerized by the fact that this Iron Giant is about to go to war with this giant sandworm. He puts up his fist like this, like he's about to shoot a strong right, like how Frankie be doing. Or I guess since it's his left arm, that'd be weapons left, right? Uh-oh, the Iron Giant is saying, voice of all things, telepathically. What? Watch out, robot. And so nothing happened clearly, so I wonder why that is. And so he just stops the sandworm with his hand, but it looks like he got that arm chomped off, actually. Sheesh. Damn it. Anyway. Whoa, robot. It seems the last 900 years have rendered those weapons inoperable. Peter, crush them where they stand. End this transmission once and for all. This is Top Man saying is that Top Man saying it? No. This is Saint Saturn saying this. Um I will not let you escape. And so he been on go. I gotta give it to him. Like he was holding it down before the other Gorsa got there. But he was on go the entire time, even though he couldn't um somehow penetrate Chopper's fur when he was in the big furry ball form. I forgot what that's called. You remember what it's called? Is it guard point? If it's guard point, just put it down below. Um, I will not let you escape. And he's jumping on the giant ship. They're like, what the heck? This guy does not give up. Kuma, Bonnie, and we see Kuma. Which is Kuma alive? Like, I can't really tell what's going on with him. But the fact that he's still around, I'm gonna assume maybe. Um, just no sentience to him, I guess. And then Bonnie is looking like her child self, which is her normal self. Huh? Sanji's looking up in the air. That's the Sunny. And hold on tight. We're going down. This is Zoro saying that to Nami. Nami is holding on for dear life onto the mast of the ship. Are we gonna make it? And so they're flying through the air. Atlas is trying to hold her own against Venus Juro. So you mean to make a grand sacrifice of yourself? Nah, I'm just lending a hand. And so does Atlas have the will of D? She's smiling right here, and she's clearly about to be on the way out. Wow, she blew up? Oh, she blew up. She self-destructed? That's nuts. That's really crazy. 25 years ago, the pirate Goldie Roger, I'm guessing this is Vegapunk's broadcast still going. Yes, it is. We're gonna make it. They're flying through the air trying to land on the giant ship now with the Sunny. Or just into the water? I can't really tell. But it seems like that's gonna be the case. 25 years ago, the pirate Goldie Roger achieved the unprecedented by circumnavigating the globe. I have no doubt they heard the whole thing. It only worked because of you, right, Atlas? Not Zoro. Usopp and Chopper are crying because of Atlas's great sacrifice. And York is celebrating that Atlas's signal is gone. She's terrible. She's gonna get her comeuppance. I'm 100% sure of that. I'm the last Vegapunk. No, not quite, Venus Shiro said. We, we have let you say far too much, Stella. This is Saturn saying that. Indeed, this is the end. Oh, okay. Oh, this is the Iron Giants uh thinking, telepathy, whatever it is. Voice of all things. Oh my, I have really rusted away. This is the time you spoke of. Right, Joy Boy? Can I use it? Vegapunk's broadcast. They must have heard the voices of the past from the purest source possible. I am confident you have all come to the same conclusion at this point, and I anticipate that that is what will ultimately determine how things transpire in the future. What are we looking at? Okay, this looks like some prisoners, so we back at Impel Down for a second. Wait, what was that? Did he say Gold D? Cover and color spread next issue. A visionary envisions the future. Oh, how y'all just gonna end it like that, bro? Well, overall, Very solid One Piece chapter. Um, I'm curious on what's gonna end up happening with York down the line. I'm guessing she's gonna try and make more of the Mother Flame, uh, like fuel for the what could be an ancient weapon Uranus, what could be some other kind of weapon or whatever. And it's pretty clear this Iron Giant's gonna be out of here. It's gonna be really interesting when we do get the real Void Century flashback and we get to see what their role really was. Was this like a person that was operating this? It seems like no. It seems like just a giant robot suit of armor type thing that has some kind of sentience. So it'll be interesting to see what the backstory is there. How it is that um they failed Joy Boy, much like Joy Boy failed in whatever he was doing to go against the 20 Kings. And who else was probably on his crew along with this Iron Giant right here? Probably Zunisha, probably the Ancient Poseidon. I actually have a video talking about the criminals of the Void Century that you should check out after this. Just, click on my channel and you can see it. And yeah, it was a good One Piece chapter. Let me know your thoughts down below and have a good one.